Best of the program, Japanese Radio Radio Part.030. Today is October 11, 2025, Saturday by Gift and Craft. 1 FX, 1 surveillance, 1 market movement, 1 this week's bid price, Euro-Dollar, Monday 1.174, 1.167, Tuesday 1.171, 1.167, Wednesday 1.165, 1.162, Thursday 1.162, 1.161, Friday 1.156, 1.158, and now 1.162. Pound-Dollar, Monday 1.348, 1.343, Tuesday 1.349, 1.344, Wednesday 1.342, 1.302, Thursday 1.340, 1.335, Friday 1.330, 1.330, and now 1.336. Dollar Yen, Monday 147.5, 50.3, Tuesday 50.4, 50.5, 50.8, Wednesday 51.9, 52.8, Thursday 52.7, 53.1, Friday 53.1, 52.9, and now 51.2. 112 next week's market outlook on this week's chart. Euro-Dollar and Pound-Dollar. Bollinger Band minus 2 sigma on a day chart. The recent daily candlestick is bearish. Dollar Yen a sudden drop based on fundamental causes. There is further downside potential. 112 economic indicators. They are highly likely that the announcement will be postponed due to the U.S. government agency shutdown. 113 this week's news and events. Breakup of the Jiminto and Komeito coalition. It has already been factored in, but I cannot say it is fully priced in, and it is unclear how much it will affect the market at the start of the week. 114 next week's FX trading strategy and tactics. Selling dollar yen becomes the primary option in response to the yen's sharp rise, but after Monday night, the timing may be too late. 1-2 order, number 11 new order, market environmental recognition. Based on fundamental analysis, along with the yen's depreciation during Tokyo trading hours, the euro plunged due to the resignation of French Prime Minister Le Cornu, while selling pressure is being felt amid uncertainty over the US dollar caused by a potential US government shutdown. Based on technical analysis, after a sharp drop, it has struggled to fall further and is gradually recovering. Decision of gaze, buy euro in dollars. Basis of a price for new order 1.16893. Basis of a stop order 1.16680. Recent low Bollinger Band minus 2 sigma on the 4-hour chart. Basis of the limit order 1.17655. Bollinger Band plus 2 sigma on the 4-hour chart. Comparative consideration. In addition to the lifting of the US government shutdown, there are concerns about a weaker euro and a stronger dollar due to the resignation of the French Prime Minister. I believe the economic impact of the political situation in French has already been fully realized. Number 11, verification. Individual verification in this order. The USD JPY pair surged far beyond expectations to the 153 yen level due to the Takaichi trade. I failed to foresee that the euro would fall back as the US dollar, the key reserve currency, was bought. Abstraction for the manual. I must correctly recognize major events that change the trend and refrain from entering positions when the risk of a trend reversal arises. 2. Stock 2-1 Surveillance 2-1 会社式法 Surveillance 9827 Lily Color. This industry's housing equipment, the edges, renovation, the business and the product is wallpaper, sweating, kata is value. Market capitalization is 82 billion yen. Sales is 34 billion yen. Cash equivalent is 3 billion yen. Achievement PE high price 59.0, low price 39.5. 4-year sales growth rate is plus 3%. Operating profit margin 0.4%. ROE is 0.7%. ROA is 0.3%. Equity ratio 37.8%. Debt with interest 3 billion yen. Stalled near the moving average line during an uptrend. The growing presence of real estate investment and development leads to neglect of the main business which I can't bring myself to like. 9983 First Retailing Clothing Retail Uniqlo sees revenue and profit growth worldwide, citing Katai's growth. Market capitalization 15 trillion yen. Sales is 3 trillion yen. Cash equivalent 1 trillion yen. PL high price 37.2, low price 23.5. 4-year sales growth rate plus 60.8%. Operating profit margin 16.1%. ROE is 19.4%. ROA 10.4%. Equity ratio 57.2%. Debt with interest 141 billion yen. It is calm, supported by the moving average line in an uptrend. There seems to be no material for further increase. 1726 BR Holdings Construction Bridge Citing Katai's value. Market capitalization is 16 billion yen. Sales 40 billion yen. Cash equivalent 2 billion yen. PL high price 14.3. Low price 11.7. 4-year sales growth rate plus 15.2%. Operating profit margin 4.8%. ROE 8.6%. ROA 3.0%. Equity ratio 35.4%. Debt with interest 19 billion yen. Stock chart shows flat. I am concerned about having a lot of interest-bearing debt. 212 Holding Brand Surveillance 9984 SoftBank Group 20,800 21,030 20,610 22,965 22,245 Friday's price fell sharply, pressured by the overheating on Thursday. 9227 Microwave Chemical 733 771 750 739 700 6762 TDK 2295 2264 2268 2281.5 2211.5 22 Inspection after selling order. As will be described later, all the shares held were sold on Friday morning. After that, immediately after 15:30 on Friday, news broke about the dissolution of the coalition between Jiminto and Komeito, causing the Nikkei 225 futures to plunge. Although the profits from sales today were reduced, the decision not to carry the holdings over to the following week may have been appropriate, and it is necessary to revenue this in the following week. 2-3 Order Selling 984 SoftBank Group. The recent rise in market capitalization may have completely eliminated the sense of undervaluation. 9227 Microwave Chemical. The recent surge is gradually diminishing, and without any new developments expected, there is a risk that profits could disappear due to the effects of a stock price adjustment phase. 6762 TDK. I bought it as a stock related to Takaichi, but since the price did not rise, I acknowledged that my expectation was off and cut my losses. Based on the above judgment, I made the decision on the Friday morning and ended up selling everything. 3 Others 3-1 Message to a sensible local lawmaker. Amid criticism from the liberal camp about Takaichi's remark on giving up work-life balance, I was inspired by a Facebook post from a sensible local lawmaker and left a comment for the first time in a while. Engaging in a good exchange of opinions feels truly invigorating. 3-2 Rule and Sensibility. On Friday, I checked the prices of the stocks I owned and sold them during working hours, which was against the rules. However, it may be worth considering whether the idea of protecting funds is valid if I have developed the sensibility to maintain good habits, even when breaking the rules, rather than falling into rigid rule following. Thank you for listening. Bye!